Welcome to Trails Cold Steel New Game Plus. We've got a free day! And that means quests. And bonding events. Of course. No commentary? I've forgotten if there was commentary at this point or not. So what were the quests that were for today? Well, I know one of them is the old schoolhouse. Obtain Student Council Task August. Old Schoolhouse Mystery 5, Side by Side Car, and Thors 7 Mysteries. Oh yay, time with Beryl. Does anyone in Class 7 actually read these? If I wrote whatever I wanted here, would they investigate the old schoolhouse regardless? Perhaps I should use this opportunity to tell a joke. Oh, I know just the one. Two men walk into a bar, instructors Neidhart and Thomas. Perhaps, and one says the other, oh, blasted, I'm out of room. Principal Van Dyke. Side by side car? We're adding a new feature to the bike and we want you to give it a test run. Come see us in the engineering building when you're ready for a ride. George and Angelica. Oh, always fun. Thors 7 Mysteries. Lately, the other girls have been going on about the 7 mysteries of the Academy. I desire this grim knowledge. If you do too, visit the Occult Research Society Clubroom in Student Union Building. Beryl, Class 1, Year 3. Oh, Beryl, Year 1, Class 3. Looks like there's quite a few today. Toa seemed pretty swamped when I saw her too. Not sure what it's that's keeping her so busy, but I want to do what I can to lighten the burden. And then there's the old schoolhouse too. I'll have to free up some time for that. And we have to take Crow and Milliam with us because they were both entrusted. And the door. Reveal. I guess we'll just have to see what we turn up this month. I promised to tell Crow and Milliam when I was going, so I'll have to give them a call when I'm ready to head in. Oh, are you leaving early today? Sharon? Hey, Sharon. Yeah, I was just about to head out. Do take care then. The sky is looking real little ominous today, so I suggest taking an umbrella. You sure? It seems like another boiling summer day to me. Perhaps it is right now, but I have a hunch that won't last the day. Either way, I pray that you'll have another fruitful day. Thanks, Sharon. I'll see you later then. Welcome to the Occult Research Society. What kind of fortune would you like me to tell for you today, Rean of Class 7? Health, romance, I can even give life advice if that's what you wish. Sorry, I'm not actually here to get my fortune told. Don't worry, I'm well aware of that. You were sent by the student council, weren't you? You could have at least played along a little, though. Oh, you're not much fun. I'm kind of fun. Beryl's a strange one, all right. I want to know more about Beryl. Really, I do. It feels that with each new interaction with her, it just makes me want to know more, and I feel like I don't know her well at all. Where she's from, where she's going. Oh, so many mysteries. She's got quite the reputation among the girls as an uncannily accurate fortune teller, though. There's something you'd like to ask of me, is there not? Answers are merely a question away. Do you wish to know what kinds of rituals and curses are my favorites, perhaps? That's probably the kind of thing I'm better off not knowing, thanks. Wait, she didn't just read my mind, did she? Nah, she couldn't have. So I assume you've been informed of what I want you to do? Yeah, you want me to look into the Academy's 7 mysteries, right? Precisely. The sooner you can start investigating, the better. Are you ready to begin? Accept your request. Sure, I'm ready whenever you are. I know a lot of schools across the country have mysteries like these, but I didn't know that Thors had a set all of its own. Well, I'm glad I could give you the good news. They've become a hot topic amongst some of the girls recently. I wouldn't have guessed that. But you said that you wanted me to look into the 7 mysteries. Does that mean you don't know what all of them are and want me to find out what you don't know about? No, I know the basics of each mystery already. What I'd like you to do is to investigate how credible each one is. Oh, I see. Is that something I'll really be able to investigate, though? I mean, if they're supernatural. You can just think of it as part of your investigation. If you can't come to any conclusions, so be it. Either way, to be more specific, I'd like you to talk to the people most likely to know something about each mystery. I could do it myself, but I'm not exactly what you call a people person. Right. Okay, I think I get what you want me to do now. Can you give me a head start by telling me what you know about each of the 7 mysteries, though? I think if I told you everything at once, it'd be so much horror to take in that your little heart would stop. So ask me about them one by one and I'll tell you what I know about each. Well, that sounds like a good way to do it. Alright, leave the investigation to me. Thank you. I look forward to hearing what you discover. Thors' 7 mysteries started. Do you wish to hear about the Academy's 7 mysteries? Okay, the first, second... Okay, let's just go them one by one. The first mystery, the crying sculpture. The sculpture in question rests in the art room. It's used as a reference for sketches. However, if you draw near, you can see tear tracks running down its face. Whoa. What's more, the tears return after wiping them away. Rumor has that the tears originate from a human head contained within. Okay, I was on board up until then. That's a little too extreme to believe. You think so too? Even so, these sorts of stories always contain some kernel of truth. Perhaps speaking to the head of the art club will allow you to find it. Second mystery? The second mystery is that of the haunted piano. Late one night, a student walking by the music room heard someone playing the piano. Drawn by the sound, she took a peek into the room, only to find it empty. Well, the name certainly fits. They claim it's a music-loving ghost playing the piano in there. A ghost who likes music. That's all? Seems a bit lazy to me. Agreed. At least give the ghost some elaborate, tragic backstory to explain its connection to the piano. Regardless, perhaps you can learn more from the head of the wind orchestra. I believe his name was Beryl. Well, we can definitely speak to Beryl. Right now he's by the church because they're preparing for the concert. And he's still pretty bummed out that he can't play. I still blame Mint. Thirdly, we have the mystery of the Forbidden Tome. Now, this one is interesting. Apparently, the Academy's library houses a book containing one of the world's greatest secrets. The book is passed down from one library to head to the next, all of whom are tasked with keeping it safe from prying eyes. You weren't kidding. This one is pretty interesting. It pleases to know that I have a partner in fascination. Just imagine for something about the fall of the ancient Sumerian civilization. How romantic. The person currently in charge of the library is Instructor Thomas. Yeah, Instructor Thomas. I have a newfound respect for him. He's likely the only person who knows for sure. The fourth mystery tells the hidden graves. This legend dates back 250 years. It's said that the many who died in the War of the Lions lie buried beneath this academy. More specifically, their bodies are buried directly below what is now the field. Whoa. Is there more to the story? Oh, there certainly is. They say that on some cursed nights, the corpses of the buried rise from their graves to bathe in the moonlight. And when they do, their long hidden graves surface from the field, overturning it and leaving holes. Well, that explains why this mystery is called the Hidden Graves, at least. But honestly, I was kind of expecting the mystery to be a little creepier. You must be getting used to those macabre mysteries. Good, good. Wait. What do you mean by good? Regardless, the best people to ask about the field would be the members of the riding club. I believe the club's Captain Lambert is home for the summer. Perhaps you should ask Paula instead. The sports club grudge is a topic of the fifth mystery. Given how hard the sports clubs train, it's not uncommon to hear screaming coming from their general direction. But some say that screams could be heard coming from something else dwelling in the gymnasium. The rumors say the screams are a grudge of sorts, a manifestation of all the stresses sports clubs members face. This one seems a little backwards to me. Working up a sweat should wash away your stresses, not make a monster out of them. Only a select few would share that sentiment. Such ignorance of others' feelings might just lead you to an unfortunate end. Right. No matter. It might be wise to ask the captain of the fencing club for further details on this mystery. I think her name is Friedel. Oh my. The sixth mystery surrounds the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell. Have you paid much mind to the pond beside the gymnasium? Some say that has a direct connection to hell itself. More amazingly, they said the resident of hell, the Crimson Devil, shows up at the pond from time to time. Well, that's certainly something. Any word on what it looks like? Sadly, the only descriptor I've heard is that it has 2 massive claws. It might be best to ask someone who fishes there often if you wish to know more about this mystery. Do you know Kenneth? He is the first year in the Imperial Fishing Club. He's a noble, though he acts as though he's not. Nevertheless, he is the club's head. Perhaps he knows something. And the last and final mystery. The 7th and final mystery is that poltergeist in the upper class dormitory. To be frank, I have very little information about this one. But it seems as though furniture, cutlery, and the like are often found broken in the upper class dormitory. And people are saying it's a poltergeist is responsible? So it seems. Considering the mess it seems to be making, I can only imagine that the dormitory's maids would know something. Perhaps you should ask one of them for information. Well, that's a lot to take in, and a lot of people we need to talk to. So, let's get started. I'm pretty sure this girl's the head of the art club. Excuse me, could I have a minute of your time? No, I'm busy. But my ears work so I can listen to whatever you have to say. Go ahead, state your business. Okay. I guess she's going to keep working while I talk. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually looking into the Academy's 7 mysteries, one of which is the art room's crying sculpture. You wouldn't happen to know anything about condensation. Sorry? Like I said, it's condensation. You have no idea how many people have come in to ask me about that. They're not tears, just condensation. Water vapor in the air if big words scare you. Who in their right mind would actually believe a sculpture could cry? I guess the world will never run out of idiots. I see. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the information. It was nothing. I think this is Beryl from the Wind Orchestra. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a quick question for you. I'm trying to investigate the 7 mysteries of the Academy. What have you heard about the haunted piano? Oh, that story. Well, that's the one about a ghost playing the piano in an empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know it. What can you tell me about it? So you want to know the truth, huh? As it turns out, the ghost was me all along. Whoa, really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean that I'm actually a ghost. The rumors started spreading because someone heard noises in what they thought was an empty room, but I'm pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. Really? Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning certain parts of it. Chances are that whomever heard me at that time just couldn't see me. So basically, I'm your so-called ghost. Well, that makes sense, right? Sorry, though, you're probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all. You just told me what I need to hear. Beryl might not be thrilled, though. Thanks for your time. Not a problem. Rean, my boy, what kinds of questions has your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. Do you know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in this library? A forbidden tome? My, what a fascinating idea. Just imagine if it contained details on the sacraments of the ancient Zemurian civilization. Or perhaps it could be a grimoire written by the cross-billion alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't it be thrilling if one of those really existed? Yeah, it sure would. In other words, it doesn't. Oh, what exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Well, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. And one of them has to do with a book full of the world's greatest secrets hidden deep within this library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than what I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? Oh, the tome of this story refers to is in fact a volume of, oh, how shall I put it, gentlemen's special interest literature? Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right, not because it's dangerous or anything, but because it's rather naughty. Well, we tell the boys time after time not to bring those sorts of things into the academy, but someone always has to try. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gathered the contraband here before we dispose of it. Well, that's one way to do things. So if you happen to have a prize collection of your own, make sure to leave it under your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's nothing especially unusual or mysterious about this library, I'm afraid. You have made that abundantly clear. Thank you for your time, Instructor. Hey, Paula. You're Rean from Eustace's class, right? That's right, and you're Paula from class 5, I assume. This might sound weird, but I'm currently looking into these mysteries surrounding the school. Have you heard the rumor they're calling the hidden graves? Oh, I have. That's the one about the dead rising from their graves on the field, right? Lambert and I found a hole in the field a while back, but the only thing to come out of that was an exam with a bad grade. Seriously? Yep. Seems like someone couldn't deal with getting a score that bad, so they tried to put their test 6 reg under. They didn't even bury it, though. They just dug a hole and tossed it in. We filled it up since someone could have tripped. But with a grade like that, you could have said the only grave our culprit dug was his own. Yeah, that joke was so bad I can't even force myself to laugh. Well, Rean, you know what? I'll laugh on your behalf. Ha ha ha. And sighed. Thanks for the info. That was a big help. Oh, I think she's captain of the fencing club, right? Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a question? Oh, no bother at all. Ask away. Oh, as it so happens, I'm looking into the 7 mysteries of the Academy. Have you ever heard of the sports club Grudge? Oh, sure. People have been talking about it since I was a first year. Although I don't suppose it will gain much traction next year. Why is that? Oh, it's pretty simple, really. Those screams don't come from people, but the door that used to be here. It had been in bad condition for years and used to make these awful screeching noises. So I asked for a replacement at the beginning of the month. Now everything is nice and quiet around here. Well, that explains that. Thanks for the information. You're very welcome. Oh, hey, Rean. Still fishing the good fish? I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I guess you could say that. There's actually something I was hoping to ask you about. Does the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ring any bells? Oh, that's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries, right? It's the only one I know, at least. But seriously, though, did anyone really believe this place was connected to hell? Probably not. Any idea what the Crimson Devil part is all about, though? Oh, that's probably a crayfish. You see them around here every so often. That must be it. What's a crayfish? Oh yeah, red things kind of look like crabs. They even have 2 big claws, just like the devil's supposed to. I wouldn't be surprised if a crayfish inspired the whole thing. Yeah, especially when you put it like that. Thanks, Kenneth. So what can you tell me about a poltergeist? I can't think of a better person to ask about the upper class dorm. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Oh, of course not. How can I help you? Oh, so I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. There's one story about a poltergeist in this dorm, but would you know if there's any truth to that? I do, in fact. Some of the more experienced maids told me all about it. I haven't seen it for myself. You've actually seen the poltergeist? Oh, not quite. There is a much simpler explanation behind all the havoc. As the story goes, plates are broken and utensils strewn about the kitchen, correct? But those things happen when girls try their hands at cooking for the first time. The kitchen can get very chaotic. This tends to hit its peak in May when more of them want to practice for their cooking classes. But I think a poltergeist makes for a far more interesting culprit when people are sharing stories. Well, that explains it. Thanks for clearing everything up. I'm glad I could be of help. And that's the seventh mystery elucidated. In the end, none of them turned out as spooky as I'd hoped, but oh well. I hope Beryl won't be too disappointed. I hate to bring back bad news. It looks like you've finished your investigation. Can you tell me what you've learned? Sure. Let me go through them one by one. Rean told Beryl the truth about each one of the 7 mysteries. I see. Condensation, magazines, a test. None of these are supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be real, but the truth is even more pathetic than I thought it'd be. I agree. Although it's kind of interesting that people were able to make such fantastical stories about perfectly ordinary things. I suppose that's true. Still, I'd like to thank you for looking into everything for me. So here you go. It's something hexed with one of my most favorite curses. Received nightmare. Oh gosh, that sounds like fun. Thanks. To tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised none of the mysteries had anything to do with the old schoolhouse. It seemed like the perfect setting for a good ghost story. I wonder why it didn't come up. I mean, we already know there are strange monsters in there. What are you talking about? Of course it comes up in the real 7 Mysteries of Police. What? Could you say that again? I couldn't quite make that out. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation has gotten to you. I could have sworn I heard her say something about the real 7 mysteries. Oh well, it's probably a better idea not to get into it. Well, here you are. Hi, Rean. Thanks for coming. Oh, hey, Toa. What brings you here? I needed a little break from work, so I came along to help George and Angie. We asked her to come and help out with the request we sent you. Oh, so she's working on the bike too? Yep, the request is pretty much the same as last time. But with one key difference, this time we'd like you to ride with Toa at your side. By my side? Don't you mean behind me? Maybe it'd be easier just to show you what we're talking about. I believe it's time for the grand reveal. Yeah, it is. We need to paint. I don't mind the color purple, but I would like a different color. Wow. Impressive, isn't it? We call this a sidecar. Much like the bike itself, this is a Roar Institute of Technology prototype that George put the finishing touches on. You can probably tell, but with the sidecar lets other people ride along with you. Though it's much closer to riding in an orbital car than is like being on a second bike. That's pretty interesting. So you want me to do a test ride while Toa sits in the sidecar? Yep. That means I'm in your care, Rean. Try not to crash or anything. Right. I'll make sure everything goes smoothly and safely. Oh, don't worry about that. George and I have already done all the necessary safety tests. The goal of this test is just get a fresh perspective, just like last time. That's right. Be sure to give us as much feedback as you can. That goes for you too, Atoa. Okay. So, do you have time to go for a ride? Sorry, Rean. I always keep keeping you so busy. Oh, don't worry about it. How about you, though? Do you have the time? You seemed pretty busy yesterday. Thanks for worrying. But I'm fine. I got most of the harder work sorted out yesterday, which means I've got time to spare today. As you can see, George and I are already ready to go wherever you are. We'll work to your schedule today. Thank you. Well then, let's start the testing right away. Oh, why don't we get started right away? Great. Let's get everything set up then. Are we doing this on the nearby highway, aren't we? Yep. Same one Rean tested the bike on last time. Oh, yay, time with Toa. Which is gonna be wonderful. That looks like a very cushy seat. So, how's it feel to be in the sidecar, Toa?
It's exciting, but I'm a little nervous too. Knowing Rean will be driving puts me at ease, though.
Thanks. Oh, Toa, please don't say things that will make me envious like that. Now I have no choice but to send Rean home and ride with you myself. Sorry to cut you short, Angie, but I can't let you do that. Remember, we chose these two for a reason. Ugh. Same test as last time, right? Starting to ride, shifting gears, and coming to a stop? Does this sidecar change things at all? Actually, yes. The main changes are increase in the weight and different center of gravity. Those two things will have a huge impact on how the bike operates. I recommend you approach this as a whole new experience because it's definitely going to feel like one. I never would have guessed. Okay, what will I have to do? Basically, when the sidecar is attached, you'll end up veering off towards its direction while you're accelerating. By the same token, when you're slowing down, you'll end up veering off in the opposite direction, which changes things a little for your tests. Starting to move will pull the handlebar to the left, so make sure to slightly right it in advance to compensate. Next up, when you're shifting gears, you'll need to turn the handlebar slightly to the left when you disengage the clutch. The same goes to bringing her to a stop, but the extra weight means she's going to be harder to slow down. So be sure to hit the brakes earlier than you did last time. Will do. It's like a whole different set of rules. It really is, but you should be fine if you pay attention to what you're doing. My advice for you, Toa, is to believe in Rean and focus entirely on enjoying yourself. I think you'll have a wonderful time if you do. Seconded. That should help motivate Rean too.
How so?
Well, think about it. I'll be happy knowing that you're having fun, and I won't want to make any mistakes to ruin that.
Aw, that's so sweet. Well then, here's hoping this will be fun for both of us.
That's the hope. All right, I'm going to start up the engine now.
This is all so exciting.
Okay, get ready. Angelica said I should turn the handlebar a bit when I start moving, didn't she? Turn the handlebar right, turn the handlebar left. So in this case, we want to turn the handlebar to the right. Here we go. Smooth start. Oh, glad I didn't mess that up.
Yeah, that was really smooth.
And off they go. Yeah, should be fun to talk to them when they get back. Yeah, it will be. And here they are zipping along. We should do it Toa green. Or maybe red.
So, how is it? How does it feel different when you rode alone?
It definitely does. Angelica's right when she said it would handle completely differently. And that's not the only thing.
Oh, what else is there?
Oh, nothing. I was thinking of something else. Probably shouldn't tell her that the excitement of riding with her is the bigger hurdle than the sidecar. Okay, I think we're both used to the speed by now. Are you ready to go a bit faster?
Sure.
Right, then. Let's switch gears. Which way did I have to turn the handlebar while switching again? Slightly to the right, slightly to the left, or greatly to the left? With this one, it was slightly to the left. I need to disengage the clutch, then turn the handlebar slightly to the left, opposite the way we drove off. Hey there, I was looking for that symbol. Perfect.
Well, look at you. That went well.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Oh, don't be silly. All I'm doing is sitting here.
And we'll be visiting Heimdall in no time.
This really does feel nice, doesn't it? And the view from here is great too. It's much more refreshing experience than I expected it'd be.
Having you here with me makes it a lot more fun too.
Aw, thanks.
Okay then, I guess we're about done. It's almost time for us to turn back, so I'm going to slow down a bit.
Okie dokie. Sounds like time for the final test.
Angelica said that the extra weight with the sidecar means I should take a different approach to slowing down. What was it that I had to do? Brake harder than usual, brake later than usual, or brake earlier than usual? It was brake earlier than usual if I remember correctly. It takes longer for it to come to a stop with the extra weight, so I should put the brakes on earlier than usual. Good job. Another musical note. Great. There we go. We stopped in just the right spot.
I knew you could do it. Thanks, Rean. I had so much fun. I will have the journey back to look forward to.
I'm glad to hear it. Why don't we take a little break before we go back then?
Sounds good to me.
I didn't really notice the little trunk at the back. Wonder what they put in there. It seems like things went very well for the both of you. Yeah, it did. I'm impressed you could handle her so well with such different hardware than the last time you rode. Please, I'm blushing here. We really appreciate your help too, Rutoa. You ended up having a really good time, didn't you?
I did. It was a lot easier just sit back and enjoy myself than I thought. Oh, of course, that's all thanks to Rean.
Oh, not at all. The fact that you trusted me and were able to enjoy yourself kept me focused on doing a good job.
Well, I always trust in you. So today wasn't anything special. It's nice to hear you say that, though.
It brings tears at my soul to say it, but you two make for a pretty good pair. I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, they do. Well then, that finishes up the test. Let's head back to the engineering building. Thank you both for all the great data. Your feedback should come in handy when I'm tuning the thing.
Always glad to help. You're planning on entering that data into the computer, right? Would you like me to help you organize all of it?
Oh, really? Oh, that'd be a big help, but are you sure you have the time? Aren't you busy with your preparations for that trade conference? Wait, Toa's going to the trade conference?
Ah, right. I haven't told you yet, have I? The truth is, the Imperial government requested I go along to help out the major players. As such, I'll be heading across Spell for the trade conference as an assistant to the Entourage.
The Entourage attends to the Empire's representative during the meeting, right? And you're assisting them?
Yeah, it'll mainly involve helping out with the paperwork and scheduling, I imagine. I don't think I'd be much help, to be honest, but the government did ask.
Toa's received a ton of job offers from all over the country lately. Everyone's just waiting on her to graduate. The trade conference invite is the government's attempt to sweeten the deal. Unbelievable. Does that mean you're planning on moving into government work instead of the military?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of doing this just to broaden my horizons.
And apparently all of this is because of the trouble in Heimdall last month. The government took a real interest in how quickly and efficiently she evacuated all the civilians. That explains it.
I'd say the Class 7 ended up doing a lot more than I could ever have. I even had help from Angie and Crow, too.
Even then, it was thanks to your instructions that we were able to split up and handle everything so efficiently. If you decide to enter the military, I think you'd make for a splendid commander. If they had a uniform small enough to fit her at least.
Oh, wow. Hey, no teasing allowed.
Yeah, that's rather rude. Either way, best of luck. I'm sure we'll be in the middle of another field study by then, but I'm praying that things go well for you.
Thanks, Rean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is starting to look way too much like a sappy 10-mirror novella. Let me just step in right here and keep you two from stumbling into a badly written fantasy. Oh, you mean the ones they usually find on fanfic sites? Oh, those aren't all bad, I'm sure. Oh, what kind of novellas are you reading?
Was it something I said?
Now, asking questions will only encourage her. To change the subject before this gets too out of hand, too late. Thanks for helping us test the bike out again. This is for you. Receive Volcanic Rain R. Just glad I could help.
See you later then, Rean. Good luck investigating the old schoolhouse, too.
Au revoir. You'll be the first person we ask if we need any more help. And she winks at me. Hello? Rean Schwarzer of Class 7 speaking?
It's Sarah. You knocking out those requests for the student council?
Yeah, I've made my way through several of them now, and I'm just getting started on the rest.
Oh, nice. I've got something to talk to you about, so if you can come to faculty lunch when you can. I'm not going to take it out on your grades if you don't show up or anything. It's just a personal thing. Later.
She didn't even wait to hear my response. Oh well, I suppose I should go meet her in the faculty lounge when I get the chance. Hey, Sarah.
Ah, there you are. Seems like everything's going smoothly with the student council.
For the most part, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Almost finished with another day's boring paperwork here. Want to skip this joint and head into town? You can treat me to a couple of beers for being such a dedicated teacher.
Yeah. For some reason, I see the school frowning on that.
You never cease to entertain, Rean. So, Neidhart let it slip that he gave you guys some special training last month.
Oh yeah, the Manway method. Wait, what are you... Oh, you must mean those swimming lessons.
Exactly. I've been pretty pleased with how much the guys have been improving with their times. And then boom, I find out it's all because of Neidhart's meddling. I'm still fuming. Do you know how much crow I was eating when he bragged about it right to my face? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What's the deal with those two? It's like they're locked into some mortal struggle to outdo each other.
Well, if that's the way he wants to play it, the gloves are coming off. I'm going to hold special girls-only lessons. And you're just the man who's going to help me out.
But you just said it was girls only.
Oh, but I need you, Rean. I need you to tell me all the juicy details what Neidhart's been drilling into you. You're free right now, right?
Yes, I'm free. I almost regret saying it, but I am.
Splendid. Let's tear off our clothes and get into our swimsuits. Go gather up all the girls and tell them to meet me in the gymnasium.
Mark 2. Oh, can I swim with Milliam? Because I think Milliam I don't have... Oh good, I can. Because the other girls I already have rank 5. Milliam I don't. So what kind of training we'll be doing here?
It hasn't escaped my notice that only us girls are here too. What kind of training indeed? I'm more worried about the wandering gaze of a certain boy in our midst. Well, things happen. Listen up. Instructor Rean here is going to tell us all about the secret training Neidhart decided to give the guys. Did you know that he actually held a special workshop just for them? Doesn't it burn you up that none of you were included?
Not really. Knowing him, it was probably just needless exertion.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. He seems like the kind of guy who's boring monologues and macho training sessions and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
All right, let's start with this so-called man-way method of his. What does that involve exactly? That sounds pretty cool.
The general idea behind the man-way method is that people put more effort into things when they can beat other people at them. First up, we'll have Rean the Mean Machine show us how it's done. Rean the Mean Machine. Yeah, that works. Go ahead and choose who you want to square off with. You know, just Rean is fine. Really? Okay, I'm stuck here anyway. Might as well make the most of it. The worst part is, I don't know what my rank is with Sarah. I'm thinking it's higher than what it is with Milliam. So, I am going to go with Milliam. You know, it's probably best to ask now, but you haven't taken any swimming lessons here yet, have you? How much do you even know about swimming? Should I start blowing you up some water wings?
Oh, I know plenty. If you think you'll zoom past me because I'm small, you got another thing coming.
Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware how much energy you have to spare. I'm not entirely sure how well she can swim, but if she's that confident, I guess she won't drown at least. How about it then? Care to go first and show me what you've got?
Sure.
Looks like we've got our first match. Let's not waste any time getting started then. Ready and go. Let's do this. It reminds me how to swim again. Yes, okay. Y or B? Okay. These two, I think. Yay! First. And that means more bonding points for me. Well, for Milliam and I, at least.
Boo! I would have won if you'd let me use Lammy.
Having someone else swim for you kind of defeats the entire point. Can that thing even swim?
Don't feel too bad. You did pretty well for yourself out there, Milliam. Anyway, get back over here. We're not done yet. Not even close.
We're getting there. So, what did Neidhart have you guys do after this? Well, the first part was having us all go head to head like we did just now. After that, he just pushed us to our limit, swimming the length of the pool with just 30 seconds of rest between laps. In terms of distance, I'll bet we ended up swimming well over 5,000 arch.
That's crazy.
Now that's what I call a long distance swim. That sounds about right for a regular training session. Maybe for you, Laura?
Blah. The distance doesn't really bother me, but I just don't want to swim laps back and forth. Boring. How about we play tag?
Oh. I'm up for it if the rest of you are. Sounds fun. I'm not opposed to the idea. Yeah, I just hope certain someone doesn't use fun and games as an excuse to get all rabby. Relax, this is me you're talking about, not Crow.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Well, looks like everyone's up for a rousing game of tag. Woohoo! I'll be at first.
Of course she would. And that's how a grueling training session devolved into pool games. Unfortunately for poor Rean, his hands did end up in the wrong place at the wrong time once or twice, earning him everlasting shame. However, he nobly persevered, and so it was their novel training day came to an end.
Thank you for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!